So in this video, I am going to show the concept of set through a Python demo program. Basically, I will try to show you the differences between list, tuple, and the set. And well, I'm not going into the very much detail of the operations that are possible in set because that needs some mathematical foundation. Well, I may add some videos for saying like advanced concept with set or something like that later, but that will be optional and that won't be the part of this course. And well, if you are interested to learn about set, you can wait for my future video that I will add in a few days, or you can search over internet also. So anyway, now in this video, let us try to understand the difference among list, tuple, and set. So as I have told before, that set is basically an unindexed list. So first let us see the differences in syntax, initialization or storing syntax. So here actually I am using, let's say, this set3 just to make it similar as list3, tuple3, or let me just copy paste this entire thing just to show you that everything else is similar. Like let's say list, I'm just changing the variable name to set3, and everything else is similar as list or tuple, but instead of this box bracket or this parenthesis, you have to use this opening and closing curly braces. So like this way. And now let us see whether I can print this set or not. So let's do like set3 equals, then set the value of set3. Let's see whether everything have been stored properly in this set3 or not. So in the first part of the code, I am printing a list3, then which is basically the list, and then in the second part of the code I am utilizing a tuple, printing a tuple over here, and then in the third part of the code I am printing the set. So let's see whether it prints correctly or not. So here if I run this program, as you can see, everything have been printed properly, and this is what we are actually interested in this video, that is the set3. It stored all the elements like a b c d, like a 9.3322, name 67, python, everything. But what difference you can see in here is they have been ordered in some different way. In list or in tuple, which were basically indexed, they maintain the order of input, right? The same way you have in entered the values, they are appearing or they are storing in the same order. That is, first a, then 9.33, then 22, like in here, then name, then 67.8654, then python, like this. So they are maintaining the order in case of list as well as in case of tuple. So the input order is basically maintained in both the cases of list and tuple. But whenever it comes to set, since this is unindexed, which is unindexed, it really does not maintain the order. It stores the item following some different types of mathematical order in this way. So first it has stored like 67.8654, which is pretty different from A. And A, I have inserted A first. Here actually A have been stored as the second, the next element. I mean the element at index, the second element you can say. I should not use the term index anymore because set is unindexed. But as you can see, A is entered first, but it is appearing as the second element. Now, whereas 67.8654 that have been inserted like as the fifth fifth element in this set, like first A 9.33 22 name and then 67.8654. So it is inserted as fifth element, but it is appearing as the first element in the set. So they are completely out of order because they are unindexed. And since they are unindexed, you cannot actually access them like this. Let's say like set 3, I want to put like 0. So since they are unindexed, you cannot do that. So if you just try to do that, you will get an error at line number 14, which is this, and the error message is set object is not subscriptable, means you cannot add an index after the set object. So, and since this is not possible, you cannot print all the numbers or the individual numbers using their individual index, what we did for our list and tuple. So if I just let's say try to do that, like index equals 0 and then a while loop, then inside that let's say index is less than 6 because there are 6 elements, then print like set 3 is the variable name, then index, and after that just index plus equals 1. So if I just do that, since set is not subscriptable, this code will not run and it should throw some kind of error. Oh well, I forgot this is Python, so I can just write down the variable name and store the value. So here if I just run it, as you can see, as expected, this program threw an error because set object is not subscriptable at line number 17, where I have tried to access the individual element through a variable index. So this thing is not possible in set.